In this chapter, we'll read about the design history of indigenous people who inhabit North and South America, both before and after colonization by European nations. The first part of this chapter surveys several populations in North America: the Inuit in the upper Northwest, the First Nations in the area of what is now Canada, and the Native Americans in what is now the United States. The second part of the chapter focuses on two cultures in Central and South America: the Aztecs in the area of present-day Mexico, and the Inca, who live along the western edge of Latin America and South America. Design and decoration are vital to the indigenous people of North America. The iconography on objects expresses family affiliation, power, social status, and identity. Often the images and materiality of objects are related to indigenous cosmology, a way of organizing and understanding the universe. Stories about the creation of the earth and humans animate objects and rituals. Many indigenous peoples hold a worldview that humans, animals, and the earth are spiritually connected. Shamans use ceremonial objects to see and communicate with these animating forces. Design elements hold symbolic meaning. Circles, quadrilaterals, which are four-sided figures, bilateral symmetry, and double curve patterns are frequent motifs. Circles reference the life-giving sun, and four-sided figures may have represented the four directions of north, south, east, and west. Double curves represented opposing forces. The great pre-contact civilizations in Central and South America were the Aztecs and the Inca. The Aztec were a militaristic society with elite leaders who lived in large cities like Tenochtitlan, where they demanded a variety of luxury goods, like this feather mosaic shield. Craftspeople moved to the city to supply the market, making elaborate pieces for the elite leaders. Many objects required different specialists to make, creating a large and vibrant economy in the cities. As in some of the other cultures we've seen, sumptuary rules required that elites show their wealth and rank by wearing particular forms of clothing and materials. Like silk in China, which was used as money and as a gift exchange to form alliances, textiles were vital to the Inca society in the south, to create political bonds between the population and the Inca governors. Textiles like this tunic were woven with symbolic associations that allowed its wearer to express their status and identity. Among elite Incas, feasting and drinking were part of social rituals. Pots like this were used to transport chicha, an alcoholic brew. After contact with the Europeans, Incan craftspeople began to make European designs using indigenous techniques, like this feather mosaic of a Mass of St. Gregory. The Spanish missionaries in all of Ibero-America, which covered Mexico down through South America and the Caribbean, created objects like this coffer with a lot of pictorial imagery that could communicate Catholic values to a large non-literate population. So in these readings, focus on the imagery and iconography of indigenous peoples and their meaning in terms of their symbolic meaning, in terms of their cosmology, how they view the social relationships between humans, animals, and the spiritual world. And then in the post-contact years, how indigenous craftspeople were used by the Spanish to create objects that would communicate their Catholic mission.